Hey, what's up? I'm back. Remember me? Yeah, you probably don't, but anyways, Legos produce hundreds of different sets, and most of them are pretty good, but I thought, what happens to the ones that are just fail? So today, we're going to be talking about the worst selling Lego DC theme ever. This is so epic, guys. Now, LEGO DC Superhero Girls was a theme released in 2016 and had about 11 sets, a Comic-Con exclusive, and even 2 movies. But one thing I will say, when I tried to actually buy some of these movies, they are age restricted. That's not even a joke. I'm not sure I even want to know why. Now, one thing interesting about these sets is they don't use minifigures. Nope, they use mini dolls. Mini dolls are basically just minifigures, but different, maybe a lot different. And when you actually compare the mini dolls to the models of the show, I think it made a lot more sense. But with all the characters we got, a lot of them end up being Supergirl, Batgirl, Wonder Woman, and just so many female DC characters, which, you know, makes sense. That was kinda obvious. Yeah, just be quiet. The only actual male characters that we got in this theme was this guy, and also the Flash. As a standalone thing, I actually think they're really cool, especially because they have leg printing. I wish other sets had that. Honestly, I'm not sure why. Oh wait, honestly the mini dolls are probably the best part of this wave, but one of the worst. Now, the actual sets that release in this wave are pretty interesting. Most of them are vehicles, and all of them have what I like to call microfighter syndrome. They're not oversized, they're undersized. How is that even possible? I think the vehicles might be one of the worst parts about this wave, and the only two I actually like is the invisible jet and the bat jet. When I say like, all I mean is all the rest of the vehicles I would give like a 3 out of 10, and this I would give a 4. Don't take my word for it, because they even talk about it in the show.
She complained the whole way here about the size of my helicopter. I'm sure she's only trying to be helpful.
You whisper too loud.
Now, although the vehicles in this wave might not be, you know, that great, I think the buildings they're so good. Especially some of my favorites have to be the high school and just the cafe. This might be one of my favorite parts of the wave just because the play features and also just the interior look awesome and honestly would be something I would want in the regular DC theme. They're just so awesome. Please. Or just make another Batmobile. That's fine. Now, the last wave of these sets only managed to last 4 months, which, you know, isn't that great, but it makes sense. You're introducing an entirely new system to a theme that's already been established. Most DC fans probably don't want, like, an entirely new figure. Now, would these sets actually sold better if they used minifigures? Honestly, yes, but we also have to realize the actual show's performance. For a big part of its life, the show was only on YouTube, where you can find great content. This made the actual show hard to find, and in the end, this kind of just resulted in people not being interested in the sets and, you know, just not buying them. And even though this theme might have ended up being, in my opinion, one of the worst selling DC themes ever. I just love saying ever, because then I can just add like the sound effect. But that's not it, because apparently in 2018, there was gonna be a 3rd wave. Where did it go? Oh no. So I went to search it up, and apparently there was actually going to be 3 different sets. Granted, this information comes from the same source that said Lego Marvel was gonna die.
Lego decided to end their Lego Marvel Superheroes line to replace it with Lego Spider-Man line.
But this is the only information we have, so yeah. There was going to be 3 different sets, one being the Batgirl Batcycle, the Supergirl dorm, and one with Starfire, being the Starfire high-flying Wonder Woman rescue. These set numbers were actually taken up by other sets and probably will never release. But with all that, I gotta say, this was probably one of the most unique themes LEGO's ever released and probably ever will. Although I didn't actually buy any of the sets, I thought it was cool to explore something something that's just different. So I'm gonna give Lego's DC superhero girl gamers 5 out of 10. It's cool, but improve your sets, please. By the way, you should join my Discord. It's a place where we can just talk and chat, and there's just tons of great content. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think that's enough.